This is a story about Eric and the new boots. Eric the elf was in his kitchen, just finishing his breakfast, when there was a knock at the door. Oh. It was Mr. Hare the postman, who had just come with a parcel for Eric. "Oh, good, thank you," said Eric. "I expect this is the new boots that I ordered from Sherwood." "Oh, well, that's nice," said Mr. Hare. "Now then, you remember to give them a good old polish before you wear them for the first time. That's what my mother always taught me to do." And with that advice, he bounded off to deliver the rest of his letters. Eric came back in and unwrapped his parcel. Lovely new boots. That's very good advice that Mr. Hare gave me, he thought. I think I'll do that. And he went to his cupboard and brought out a nice clean cloth and some beeswax. And he set to work polishing his boots. He whistled a merry tune and buffed them up to a lovely shine. But as he did this, he felt a strange feeling in his fingers. It was like they were tingling with electricity. But he soon forgot about that, because he was eager to go out for a walk and try out his new boots. And he was quite looking forward to having them admired by his friends. So he laced them up and he set out for his walk. As he walked, Eric felt a spring in his step. I wonder if Mr. Blackbird is about, for he always admires shiny things, he thought. All at once, he felt a breeze rushing through his hair and he felt a bit dizzy. And then, suddenly... "Oh! Hello there, Eric," said Mr. Blackbird. "Oh, hello," said Eric. It was all of a jitter. "What are you doing up here?" asked the Blackbird. "What do you mean, up here?" asked Eric. "Well now, you find yourself up here on one of the very highest branches of my tree. Oh, nice boots, by the way." Eric was quite lost for words. He looked around and, to his surprise, he found his feet were firmly planted on the self-same branch that Mr. Blackbird was sitting on, right at the top of his tree. "Oh, goodness me," said Eric. "I don't know how that happened. I was just strolling through the forest, and I was thinking that I might see you, and then I did see you, and I was up here in the tree. And this is very awkward because, I can't really climb trees, and I was hoping to go and see the rabbit family." Suddenly, Eric felt the breeze rushing through his hair and a strange, whirly, dizzying sensation. And all of a sudden, Eric landed with a bump. "Oh dear, I've fallen out of the tree," he cried. "What tree is that now?" asked Mrs. Rabbit. For Eric now found himself seated in Mrs. Rabbit's burrow at her kitchen table. "I didn't see you come in, Eric," said Mrs. Rabbit. "Would you like a cup of tea?" Oh, yes, please," said Eric. I'm having quite a strange day." Mrs. Rabbit made a cup of tea and sat with Eric at the kitchen table, and they considered his strange predicament. Then Mrs. Rabbit said, "I know, Eric. What you must do is go and see Griselda the fairy. Oh, she's sure to have an idea about this sort of thing." "Why, yes, of course," said Eric. "I must go and see Griselda." And at that very instant, he felt the rushing of the breeze through his hair and the whirly, dizzying sensation. And all of a sudden, plop, he landed in the middle of Griselda the fairy's flower bed. Griselda looked up from her gardening. "Why, hello there, Eric," she said in a jolly way. "Oh, nice magic boots you're wearing." "Oh," said Eric, "of course. Now everything becomes clear. I should have known when I felt that tingling sensation in my fingers. Of course, they're magical boots. Whenever I think of somewhere to go or someone to see, the boots just take me there at once. Oh, dear me. Do you know, that is really very inconvenient." He told Griselda all about the travels he'd had that morning. And Griselda had a little think about this. Then she popped into her cottage and came out with her magic wand. "I tell you what I'll do," said Griselda. "I'll take most of the magic out of the boots and leave them so that they just make sure your legs never get tired whenever you're going anywhere." "Oh, yes. Oh, thank you," said Eric. "I do think that would be the best idea. I don't really think I have enough magic in me to control them, and it is most inconvenient. I know people might like the idea of zooming off here and there, but really, if you're doing that, you never appreciate where you are." So, Griselda fixed the boots for Eric, and then insisted that he come in and have a cup of tea and a slice of cake to calm his nerves after all his travelling. And Eric was very glad of that, because the cup of tea that Mrs. Rabbit had poured for him was still sat on her kitchen table, going cold.